in for an independent candidate, whether Eric Adams or Andrew Cuomo, because you're not going to come back to the Republican line. We've got great city council candidates that are running. Do we not?
Yes.
Is he not running called great?
Yes.
George? He wants to be able to take out the person chosen by Justin Brannan, who is a member of the DSA. We must stop that. Because next year we have an opportunity to take out Kathy Hochul. With Congresswoman Stefanik. And let me explain to you, some of you are a little young, you may not remember. Remember in 1993, David Dinkins was mayor. He did a horrible job. Rudy Giuliani lost to him by 2%. It was another heated election in 1993. Remember that?
Yep.
Rudy Giuliani only won by 2%. And he helped save New York City. Do we all recognize that? Republicans saved New York City. No chaos, no corruption.
That's right.
The next year, who ran for governor? And don't tell me you knew who he was at the time. None of you knew who George Pataki was. You couldn't pick him out of a police lineup if your life had depended on it back then. This guy from upstate Peekskill was able to beat Mario Cuomo, a much better Cuomo than Andy Cuomo. Why? Because Rudy won first, and then Pataki won. And for 12 years in Albany, we had no chaos, no corruption, correct?
Yes.
So the Republican recipe works. If Elise Stefanik is going to win, she's got to get 35% of the vote in New York City. The bulk of the vote is in New York City. A lot of people have fled upstate. A lot of people have died who lived in upstate. They don't have the population that they used to have when George Pataki was running against Mario Cuomo. So we got to lock down New York for the Republican principles that we represent.
Exactly.
We are the only party that believes in this flag. Am I right or wrong?
Yes.
This is what unites us. The Democrats want to burn this flag, want to hide this flag, want to say this flag does not represent them. This represents all of us. It's what binds us together. We are going to teach our children history. We're going to teach our children civics like I learned, so they understand the importance of government, so they understand why you have to vote. And we're going to teach them that men have died in battle for your right to vote, which is a privilege. And many of you citizens, you had to take a test to become a citizen that my 3 sons who've done well in public school could not pass. My 3 sons could not pass the citizenship test because we're not teaching our children and grandchildren our traditions. So I am the candidate of the Republican Party. If anybody had wanted to challenge me, they could have done it in a primary, correct?
Yes.
Where were they? Eric Adams said, oh, maybe I'll run as a Republican. I said, come on, make my day. I'll crush you in a Republican primary. So beware of wolves in sheep's clothing. They're going to come to you and they're going to try to say, look, I failed as the mayor. I failed as the governor. I know I'm responsible for Zohran Mamdani, because they are. If they had done a good job, you wouldn't even know who Zohran Mamdani is. Only his neighbors would know. Eric Adams failed as a mayor. Andrew Cuomo failed as a governor. And now it's time for us Republicans to clean up the mess and get us back on track. So, Sliwa, I'm going to finish on this note. I get more support from independents. You look at the polls. From moderate Democrats. From animal lovers. Than I do from our own Republicans. What does that say about our party in New York City? It's like Rodney Dangerfield, the comedian. The Republicans get no respect because you don't show any pride. And you can't just show pride in a presidential election. You have to show pride in every election. If you don't fight for our Republican principles of patriotism, law and order, backing the blue, we're the only party that does that. The Democratic Party, Zohran Mamdani, and Cuomo and Eric Adams, they want illegal aliens to vote. Do you want illegal aliens to vote? No. Because there'll never be Republicans in New York City or New York State elected. Why would you drink cyanide and support the party that wants to destroy Republicans? Remember what Kathy Hochul said after Lee Zeldin won the primary? She said, all of you Republicans, you supported Trump, you supported Zeldin. Get on a bus, get out of here, go to Florida. Did she not say that?
Yes, she did.
You remember when Andy Cuomo was the governor in 2014? He said, well, if you're Republicans and you're conservatives and you're right-to-lifers and you believe in the Second Amendment, you don't deserve to be in New York. You should leave. Do you remember that?
I remember.
Well, how come some of you are beginning to forget? Or as Andrew Cuomo said, America was never that great. Remember that?
Yes.
What does he mean by that? America is the greatest country in the world. Our party represents those values. Our party supports legal immigration. We want men and women who are escaping socialism and communism here because you know better than anybody else the dangers of Zohran Mamdani.
Yes.
That comes from the Republican Party. You don't hear that in the Democratic Party. Andrew Cuomo lost because he didn't campaign. I'm out there 20 hours a day, every neighborhood. Neighborhoods where the only Republican they ever saw was Abraham Lincoln on a $5 bill. And I get respect for what I've done for 46 years. So I am your candidate. And I have an entire ticket to get elected in all 5 boroughs. I am not dropping out. I am not getting bribed. Nobody can buy me, sell me, lease me, own me. I am a stand-up guy, a man of honor, raised by blue-collar working-class parents from Italy and Poland. I understand the blue-collar working-class experience. I will not forsake you, but do not forsake your party. Do not forsake your party. If you're a Republican, you back Republican principles. If you're not going to back the Republican candidate and ticket, just become rent-a-wreck Democrats and help put the final nail in the coffin of New York State. And if God forbid or Hashem forbid that this Zohran Mamdani wins, what did Andy Cuomo say? I'm off to Florida. Curtis Sliwa was born in Brooklyn, almost shot and killed in Brooklyn, and I will die and be buried in Brooklyn. I am the only New Yorker in this race who exemplifies New York values of blacks, whites, Hispanics, Asians, men and women, all through the 5 boroughs. So be proud of being a Republican. Be proud of your ticket. And if you turn your back on this party, it's over.
That's true.
Because we know there are people who have 1 foot out the door. Or are you going to stand and fight for what you know is right? Are you a quitter?
No.
Or are you a fighter?
Fighter.
I'm 71 years old. I don't have to talk about being the toughest candidate. They all talk about being tough. When you're a tough guy, you don't have to tell people you're tough. But what we need as a mayor in our city is somebody who's compassionate, caring, and considerate. And that's how I've led my life. As my father and mother raised me, they said, Curtis, you do good things for people and good things will come. Never ask when, why, or how those good things are going to come. They will. That's what our party represents. Be proud of being Republicans. Be proud of the organization you have in Southern Brooklyn. And let's make sure we keep it red. We don't need no blue turning us purple or a blue period. So are you with me?
Yeah.
Are you proud to be Republicans?
Yeah.
Let's start acting that way. Thank you.